Yo, what's up, everybody in here? Let me just wait for some more people to get on. The scheduled post, like I scheduled a live stream for earlier, and I saw that people went to that link, but it wasn't working, so I had to make a new one. Yo, what's up, Tony? Let me do something real quick, and then I'll get on.
Yo, what's up, guys? Jacob.
That's the wrong thing I wanted to do. One second, let me just fix this, and then I'll answer that real quick. Do you see more success on Facebook ads or Google? I haven't done Google in a minute, so I've just been, it was more Facebook. If you want somebody that does Google, what's his YouTube channel is like Old Visions. Let me see what his Instagram is. Yeah, old_visions. He's like the Google ad god. So like just anything Google, just go to him, because like this phone makes racks off Google. It's just like Google and Facebook, they're like a little different. So it's just, why is this? Yo, what's up, Jason? Hopefully some more people start getting on, because I haven't been live in a minute. So let's just hope. But basically, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to drop them, and then I'll answer them. I just post the link into the groups real quick. Still doing e-com, yeah, a little bit. I'm focusing on like other things right now, but I'll still do it. What the fuck? I'll still do it. Oh, sorry. This since you got a house in San Diego, what's the next goal? What do you mean, like what's the next goal? Like the next, like my camera's being weird. I guess right now the next goal, well, just really like it depends what your next goal. You're talking about like moving somewhere. I definitely want to move to like Newport next. But next goal is like probably to cop a Tesla. A Tesla or a GTR. It would not be smart to get a GTR right now. Have you started real estate? Nah, not yet. I want to start getting, like, by the end of the year, I want to get like my first rental property, but it's not really a main priority right now, especially because I'm so young that there's a lot of stuff that, like, I need to start focusing on like building my credit and stuff like that before I want to get into that. But definitely before the end of this year, I want to buy like a duplex or something that I can rent out. But I've been thinking about it more. And I kind of want to get like in an area, a different state than California, because California is way too expensive. But basically get like a little duplex, like somewhere near a college town, and then basically rent it out to like college kids. But I would have to wait until like next year to start doing it. Like I could probably get some kids in, but like it would be smarter to wait till like next summer to start doing that, because there's more demand for it, I guess you'd say. So no, I definitely want to, like, I definitely within the next 2 years or something just want to only be really focusing on real estate, because like, if you actually want to like live and enjoy your life, you got to go with real estate. Let me just post this in this group real quick. I was thinking Las Vegas. Oh, the new. Wait, are you talking about like the new stadium, the Raiders stadium? Las Vegas is a pretty good place too. It's pretty cheap right now. I was actually talking to somebody that I was talking to like some big they're like real successful people, and they're actually, because I was telling them how I wanted to move to Vegas like a long time ago. I always said that I was going to move to Vegas, and they told me they're like, Vegas is going downhill, like it's going to be bad soon, because he used to live there. So he's like, you definitely don't want to go to Vegas. We're just telling you. I'm saving up money to start dropshipping. Do you have any key pointers to why you and Hayden pop off and become successful so quickly? I guess one thing is, so when a lot of people like want to start off dropshipping, when a lot of people try to start off dropshipping, they make everything like really too complicated, and it's like, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like, so a lot of people go out and watch every single YouTube video there is, which isn't a bad thing, but you're almost like, there's not really such thing as learning too much, but you almost are learning too much. I've seen that a lot of people, when they first start off, they make it too complicated on themselves. Like, they'll study Facebook ads, Google ads, Twitter, Snapchat, everything at the same time. You really just got to pick one that works best for you and just focus on that one. For example, if you probably don't have that much money, you'll probably want to start off with like, I highly suggest Twitter influencers first. I have like not my last two videos, but like 2-3 videos ago, I released like a good Twitter video. So definitely check that out. But if you have like a little bit of money, I would definitely go with Twitter, because Twitter's the cheapest way, and you could get really good results from Twitter. Like, there's some posts where I was spending like $20 and I made like 2,000 just off that Twitter post. So Twitter's really good for starters, and it's super simple too. Like, if you watch my video, you could be able to watch that whole video and then do what I say in the video and then make money off of it. So that video is a really good video. So I definitely think Twitter's the best if you don't have that much money. If you do have a lot of money, like a couple thousand, I highly suggest you just learn straight into Facebook ads, because if you can learn Facebook ads, then like that's where a lot of money is going to be made. How you sold through Snapchat? No, I never really messed with Snapchat. I kind of want to, but more not Snapchat paid ads, but more of the like influencers on Snapchat. Like, I don't know I'm not even subscribed to them, but somehow they'd be popping up in my subscribe, and they're just like big Snapchat accounts, I guess. I support you, bro. Guys, the key to dropshipping success is crafting offers, adding upsells. Yeah, like at first, like upsells and stuff like that's important, but like at first you kind of just want to focus on getting your product to sell it. Once you get your product selling, and once your product is like known to sell, then that's when you can start adding upsells and stuff like that. Like, just focus on the little things first. Focus on getting your store. Focus on a certain amount of products, like maybe 5 to 10 products on your store at first, but just a certain amount of products that you want to test. And then focus on one way on how you want to test those products. Don't go jump in right away trying to do like, oh, I'm going to do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google all at the same time. That's where you're going to get really confused. So pick one thing and just go hard on it. Didn't know you. And yeah, Jay's like my best friend. Like that's my brother right there. So yeah, we've been working together for like 2 years. Let's see, and there's other thing. Thank you. What about YouTube ads? I've personally never done YouTube ads, but I have friends who do YouTube ads, and like after talking to them, like for example, one of the kids I live with, Castro, he used to be heavy into YouTube ads, and it actually makes sense to do YouTube ads. Like I'm not talking about like the paid ads, but to basically pay an influencer or pay a YouTube account to promote your product, because that video is going to be up there forever. And a lot of videos on the YouTube algorithm will kind of like blow up over time. So like they might not get a lot of views at first, but over time it has potential to blow up. And so it's just straight up going to be residual income. Like, if you pay a YouTube influencer to promote your product, you're going to be getting sales for basically a lifetime or however long that video's up, because that video is always going to get views. If you could do something that's trending, like in a certain niche, then that would be even great. Like, I know I really regret this, but like during the whole Fortnite, and you still could right now, but there's like accounts that basically like took over it. But like during the Fortnite trend, on all those Fortnite videos, there's people just making like, they were making like gaming stores, like selling like gaming products, like headphones, controllers, all that stuff, and then paying Fortnite accounts. And I know for a fact they're making big. I heard a lot of Facebook ad accounts have been getting suspended lately, and mine has been when being successful twice after being reinstated. What should I do about this? The other day, I just had one of mine get suspended. Right after I legit launched some ads. Right after I launched it, my ad account just got straight disabled, and I was trying to get a reason why from them, but Facebook wasn't. Facebook does not communicate well at all. Let me change the song. Facebook does not like have good communication, good customer service at all, and so they weren't giving me a reason. And then finally, I found out that the reason was because there is an animal in one of my pictures. So I guess they like don't. It says something about like sexuality, like sexual harassment or something like that. But I guess it was because there's an animal in the picture. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but Facebook is stupid. Like if Facebook doesn't start putting money into like their customers, their support, exactly, it's gonna go downhill. And it's sad because it's such a powerful platform, but like they're just, for how much money they're making off of it, they really need to invest back into it to make it better, because it is a powerful platform, but it could even be more powerful. How do you get in contact with influencers? I know so many people contact them, so you can make, honestly, like, usually for the headline, I'll put like a money bag and then like something like business opportunity, promotions, just something like catchy, just something that like will be catchy to them. And then if they don't respond, I just keep on blowing their phone up. Usually I get my influencers, like there's some that will never respond, but it's all right. But the like pages that I truly want to advertise on, I'll get them to respond pretty quick. Like I'll keep on messaging them, and then they'll finally get like the memo, you know? I was actually talking to one right now. I need to see if they reply back to me. Facebook's support is terrible. Yeah, like Facebook's legit. It's not a shitty platform, but it is a shitty platform at the same time. Yeah, no, it's stupid. Like I was pretty pissed off too, because I ran. So on this new ad account, I ran some ads to get data. So I spent like $130 or something. Then after those ads were running, I tried to launch new ads, like some lookalike audiences, and then they freaking just disabled the account. And I was like, damn, I just spent $100. I want to say it was like $128 for no reason. So that's kind of stupid, but it's whatever. So how many people on here are like currently drop shipping right now, and then how many want to drop ship? No, but going back to, somebody said, what was it? How to be successful so quickly at dropshipping is just going back to what I was saying. Like people are just, they make everything so much more complicated than it really has to be. So just make everything simple and kind of work backwards first. And what I mean by work backwards is like find out before you make the store, like do all that stuff, find a product that you want to sell. And once you find the product that you want to sell, and this is before you even started creating your Shopify store, started your free trial, anything like that. Once you find a product that you want to sell, go and like research the market a little bit. Find some pain points of what that product could be. Like for example, maybe you're selling a back posture corrector, and obviously some pain points are gonna be like, do you want better posture? You could throw in some facts about how bad posture will lead to. If you have bad posture, you won't be able to gain muscle as easily as with good posture. Bad posture could decrease your height. It could lead to back problems, just something like that. Find pain points and use those pain points to advertise to your audience. So once you kind of find out like what your pain points are, what your product is, then that's when you can actually start advertising to your audience. So that's when you'll make the store, and then that's when you'll do all that stuff. But yeah, for everybody in here, like just any questions you have, just feel free to drop them and I'll get them answered. It could be about anything. I don't really care. I'm gonna tell somebody to hop in here real quick. I don't know if, hold up. What is your favorite hobby outside of entrepreneurship? It used to be sports, but like I don't play sports no more. So like right now, I don't really have like a hobby of what I want to do. Like ever since I moved out here to San Diego, it's just like I just kind of stay in the house and either work all day or just chill all day. But like other hobbies that I have are usually like I love to drive. So like if I'm just like bored, I'll just like take my car and I'll just go like drive somewhere. And then like kicking with homies and stuff. But a lot of like my main friends, like we're all like so split apart now. We're also like split apart now, so I just can't go and like hit them up and just like, yo, like let's kick it like we used to be able to. Are you living alone? No, I live with like 5 other people. Yeah, 5 other people. So there's 5 other people living in the same house as me. I see so many products people drop ship but don't see them on AliExpress. How can I find those products and sell it on Shopify? So there's a lot of things. If it's not on AliExpress, what you could do is you probably could want to find a custom supplier for that. Depending on your product, just whatever product you see, send it over to me. Just DM me on Instagram. And then I can see if my friend has a sourcing agency, so I can see if he's able to get that product. But another thing is you could go on Talboa.com and I'm 1688. The only problem with those websites is they're in Chinese, and you're not going to be able to drop ship straight from those websites. Like there are some apps that will like kind of work like Oberlo, but it's a way different process. It's not like AliExpress. So you could try to get in contact with the manufacturer themselves, and hopefully they'll be willing to work with you. But for the most part, you can probably just try like looking up suppliers online. Don't really go the AliExpress route. But you could also hit up some of the, if there's a supplier on AliExpress that's selling a similar product, you could hit them up and see like if they could get, because a lot of the suppliers on AliExpress are just middlemen. They're basically drop shipping to you too. They're basically getting a product from an actual manufacturer, putting it on their AliExpress website, and then just raising the prices. And they're doing the same exact thing that we're doing. So if you guys didn't know that. What is your main product research strategy? Like, how do you find your products? Now I've been using more of this other method because it makes more sense. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with like John Paul, but he's probably like one of the biggest drop shippers right now, like Fool's killing it. I've been like trying to do more of his research method. And so what it is you're not actually looking for like, everybody at first, they wanted to sell like a product that was like trending, right? Like if you saw a product that's trending, you just wanted to hop on the wave and then sell that product because obviously it's selling. And like, yeah, that will work. But the thing about it is if you do that, especially on Facebook ads, your competition is going to be a lot higher. And so your CPMs are going to be really high. But if you find a product that nobody's selling, you could kind of control the market for it. So what you could do is just basically when you're looking for products, you kind of just like search around for products. And when you find a product, it has to be like super eye catching, like something that just like catches your eye super quick. Oh, but let me change this. So you just want to find something that's like super like eye catching. Either something that's it just depends. If you're doing something that's eye-catching, that could be more for like a general store, and then you're just selling stuff that people are just straight impulse buying. Or you could go another way and then build a brand out of it. So like find a product or two that's for like a really like passionate niche or a product that will solve a problem. And then you can kind of build a brand around that. How are more millionaires and billionaires created without inflation and taking money from other people? Do the role game millionaires slowly because too many wants could? No, so I was watching a video on this last night. I forgot the numbers, but like the richer are. I forgot the numbers, but it was like the richer are getting rich while like the poor are getting. They're not getting poor. The poor is getting rich too, but the middle class right now is actually like kind of shrinking. So either the middle class is either getting richer, they're turning into the top 1%, or not the top 1%, but they're stepping up, or they're going down. A big thing now is like everybody's a consumer. Like consumer buying is like at an all-time high. So a lot of people are spending more money on like useless shit they don't need. So basically, the rich people are just getting richer just by selling to those people. What books do you read to keep your mind on a successful path? This new book I got, let me use it real quick. Oh, shit. So like I know I used to be big on like reading books and all that stuff, but then like I was thinking about it more and I was talking about it with other people and stuff like that. And it's like reading books, like reading books are good, like don't get me wrong, but you gotta like find a balance kind of. Reading business books when you're starting off are kind of stupid. Like I probably don't suggest reading, besides Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad, if you haven't read that book, everybody should read that book. But that's honestly the only book that I think that you should really read before you start getting business. Because Rich Dad Poor Dad, like, it didn't change my life, but it changed my life, like, if that makes sense. It was just a super good book. But a big thing is, like, you don't want to just be wasting your time. Because a lot of people think like, oh, if I read this business book, you know, I'm going to be successful. And like, yeah, business books should teach you stuff, but something's going to work different from every person. So books that you want to be reading are like books on mindset, because if you could develop the right mindset, that's really going to how you're going to be truly successful. So just focus on your mindset. Like, for example, this book I got, what is it called? The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I've been reading it. I was reading it earlier today. And like that, this book is probably the best book I've ever read. Like, no lie, because it teaches you, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with subconscious mind, but your subconscious mind is the most powerful. It's the most powerful thing on the planet. Like, basically, your subconscious mind, like, it's who you are. And so if you feed your subconscious mind to do something, it will just always keep on listening, and then eventually it will happen. That's why, like, the reason why prayer works, or why people believe that prayer works, is because when you're praying, you're putting it into your subconscious mind and you're believing in it so heavily. And so your subconscious mind, like, makes it happen. But yeah, just read books. Read books on mindset. Don't really read necessarily business books besides like Rich Dad Poor Dad, but read more books on mindset, because mindset's like key when it comes to business. Because if you have a fucked up mindset, you should still make money, but you're gonna fail. For example, I've seen people that in this industry that made a lot of money, but their mindset was just so fucked up, and then they'll just basically go downhill and kind of disappear. So your mindset's like the most important thing to focus on. Who is biggest dropshipper? Who's the biggest dropshipper? His name was John Paul. His like Instagram's like John X Paul. Like that fool's insane. And like his strategy, like I took his course and like everything's so simple. Like he just keeps it extremely simple. And so that's when I kind of realized, I was like, damn, like if you keep everything more simple, it makes more sense. So definitely like that's when I realized, like, people just try to overcomplicate the process. So you want to keep it as simple as you can. I forgot the name of the product, but I remember you don't. It was a natural energy. Are you still drinking it? Wait, repeat that. I don't really understand what you said. I forgot the name of the product, but are you talking about a drink that I was drinking? Any recommendations for customer service, like getting a phone number? For customer service, you don't have to. I know you could get like a G Suite Google phone number. I personally wouldn't want to be answering the calls. I know what you could do. What you could do is set up just a voicemail so they think that they're actually talking to somebody, but it's just gonna lead them into basically emailing. On the voicemail, you just say email blah 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 at our company to get in touch with us or something like that. But for the most part, just get a Gmail account or a G Suite account, GoDaddy, whatever, and just do your customer service through there. And then make sure, like in my last video, I talked about it, make sure you are actually like doing your customer service, because if you're not doing your customer service, like it's going to destroy your brand. And if you get bad reviews on Facebook, Facebook's algorithm's not going to really like that. They're not going to promote your ads to the people that it should be promoted to. It's going to cost a lot more. And then also you want to you paid this money to get those customers in once. Customers will buy after time. They'll buy from you again and again. So don't waste that money up. Like once you got a customer, you want them to buy multiple times from you. So build a brand, build good customer reputation, and get them to buy from you multiple times. I'm trying to think of what drink. How long ago was it? It's orange in a white container. How long ago was this? I'm trying to remember, because I don't think I was drinking. Was this like during school? What do you do for product research? It just depends. Like, so like for my Twitter a month ago, I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, you're talking about on my Instagram. Are you talking about the thing that I posted on my Instagram that one night? But for my product research method, it's like for Twitter, if I'm selling a product on Twitter, I just scroll on Twitter like a lot throughout the day. And like just by following like people from my school and stuff, you'll kind of see like what's trending on Twitter. Like, let me see. I have a list of products. I'll just show one on here. Like for example, like I'll just be like scrolling on Twitter and I'll see stuff like this. I don't know if you can really see that. But that's just kind of like one of my product research method. If I see something that's blowing up on Twitter, I was like, okay, I could just put this on a store, basically steal their pictures, steal the description, everything, and then pay accounts to tweet it and then retweet it to blow it up. So that's one of my research methods. I'm trying to think of what. It was natural energy. It's an orange and white container. I haven't really been drinking anything other than like water recently for the past couple months. I don't remember drinking like a natural energy drink. Unless you're talking like about a Bang or something, but I never had one of those. Let me see if I missed any questions. But then another product research method is like legit just scroll. What you could do too is go on Facebook. If you guys are familiar with like Turbo Ad Finder, Ad Hunter, there's another one I have too. What is it called? It's right here. Online Adspire. These are basically just Google Chrome extensions. And when you go on Facebook, you could turn them on and it will only show you the ads. And basically you could kind of just get some product ideas from there. Like I said earlier, don't really go after the products that are super, super viral, like super trendy, because the competition is going to be like more high for them. And for somebody that's starting off, it's probably not the best to go in there because you're going to have to create a better angle than everybody else. You're going to have to pay a little bit higher to get these customers because of the high competition. Like your CPMs are going to be higher. But if you could find a unsaturated product, like a product with just only a couple hundred orders, maybe like under 200 orders, 200-300 orders, you could kind of like control that market on your own and you could kind of create the trend. So like a lot of things that I've seen is like people just find like these weird products, but it's eye catching. And then those are the products that like blow up rather than the ones that are already like super viral. Besides like a fidget spinner or something like that. Like if there's a product like a fidget spinner, legit, you don't need any skill with dropshipping to be able to capitalize off that, because it's something that legit every single person wanted. Like every single kid in high school, I remember I made like $1,000 in a week by selling them at school, just because like they were so popular. Like every kid in class had one. Like, and I don't have any at my house. Oh, genius! You're talking about those pills. Oh, okay. Those were the. I didn't really like those. Like I took them. It was supposed to be like a natural Adderall, I guess, or something like that. And I tried them for a little bit, and I was thinking it's more just like the placebo effect. Like I would take them and then tell myself I'm really focused, but I actually didn't. I still have a lot at my house. Not this one, my other one. But like I took them and they just never really worked for me. They actually made me feel like shit a little bit. But are you dropshipping at the moment? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm more focusing on like my marketing agency, because I just like I like marketing. I like the marketing part more, because like dropshipping can kind of get a little bit annoying dealing with a lot of stuff. So marketing, I just want to focus on kind of marketing. Yeah, no, but those genius pills, like I don't really suggest getting them. Like you're gonna be better off by just like turning off your phone, throwing it across the room, and drinking a bunch of water and just getting focused that way. You don't really need like pills or anything to like make you get focused. Do you film and edit your own video ads? No, actually, sometimes I'll like edit them. Sometimes I'll edit them on my own, not really like edit them, but if I see like a bunch of other videos, I'll kind of like take them apart and then put them together, or like put text in it and stuff like that. Just simple edits. But not never film my own video ad, because I have, but I don't film my own video ads because I want them to be high quality, and I'm not a high quality filmer. So for the most part, I just pay somebody to do it. I'll just pay somebody to make my ads for me. Or if I'm on Facebook, I'll just go into the Facebook search bar, and whatever product I'm selling, I'll just search for that product, and I'll just strip somebody's video with no watermark in it. I don't suggest doing that, because I guess it could be kind of copyright, but if it's not copyrighted, nobody's going to catch me, so I don't really care. What software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. But like I'm not a good editor at all. So like I know a lot of people will be using like Adobe and stuff like that. That's probably the better route to go. But I just do basic edits, so I just use Final Cut Pro. Is AliExpress still good? I see stuff about people changing to Silk Road. To be honest, like AliExpress is still good. It still works, but I haven't really looked into Silk Road that much. I signed up for it, and I've heard mixed reviews about it. I heard because Silk Road, that's the one that's supposed to, you could private brand or custom packaging, 5 to 7 day shipping or something like that. It's definitely a good concept, and I would definitely use it. But I heard that people were like, it was taking their product like 20 to 30 days to arrive, and stuff like that, and that they're charging a lot or something like that. I haven't looked into it too much. I definitely should. But I mean, like AliExpress, I would use AliExpress to start, but then once you start getting orders, find a sourcing agency. For example, like one of my friends who lives, I think he's here right now, I'm not sure, but he has his own sourcing agency. So he gets like, because he has good relationships like with suppliers, and so he gets most products that are on AliExpress for like 20 to like 50% cheaper or something like that. So if you're doing orders on AliExpress, hit me up and I'll get you linked up with him, because it's like 5 to 10 days shipping time or something like that. Cheaper prices on the product, so obviously your profit margin is going to get boosted. So it's kind of better to go that route. I'm gonna find someone to film and edit. Upwork or Fiverr? For something like that, probably Fiverr would be the best. Upwork's more for like looking at hire people, like to actually like work with you forever. You could do Upwork, but I would just, if you just want a video or something. Oh shit, I should probably start. If you just want a video just edited real quick or made, I'd suggest doing Fiverr. Fiverr would probably be the best option to go. My camera's like blurry. All right, there we go. But then what you could do too is like first, if you have a new product that you need a video ad for, just type in that product into Facebook, the Facebook search bar up top, up top, and then go select videos, and then see if there's a good video ad for it. For the most part, there probably is, because there's like video ads of every product on Facebook. And then if it doesn't have a watermark on it, just honestly take the video. Any tips on how to get more people to add a cart? My funnel has a huge drop at add to carts. Well, you don't really want people to just getting your product added to cart. You want them purchasing. So always optimize for purchases. If you're not optimizing for purchases, you're kind of just like wasting your money. But if your funnel's having a huge drop off at add to carts, then that means that there's something about either your offer or your like landing page is your landing page is messed up. So probably work on that, because those are probably where the people are leaving at. Or are you talking about once they add it to cart, they're not just purchasing? If in that case, you definitely want to use like an abandoned email recovery. You could use SMS bumps. So it'll basically text them after they abandoned their cart, like, hey, you left something in your cart, here's 10% off, to try to get them to buy it again real quick. And then obviously retargeting ads. There's this rule. It's like the 7. I forgot what it's called. But it basically takes an average person 7 times to see something before they buy it. So you definitely want to do retargeting ads if you're having a bad drop off, if they're adding it to cart but not purchasing. Are you coming back down there anytime soon? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll probably be there. I'll be there Thursday for like. I'm going to an Angel game Thursday, so I'll be there for like Thursday for maybe like an hour or two, or I'm just like sleeping there and then heading home in the morning. I might be down there Friday. I'm not sure yet. I have to go meet up with somebody, so I might be down there Friday. I'm not sure yet. But when I get down there, I have them. I still have like hella at my house. I could just drop them off at your house or something if you want them. Can you explain sourcing agency more? So a sourcing agency, like my friends, is basically all they do is, let's say you have a product. I want to say you have to do like 10 to 20. If you're doing 10 to 20 orders a day and you're drop shipping from, let's say, AliExpress, what they'll do is they will get that product, because he has pretty much every product. They'll get that product for a cheaper cost and faster shipping. So that's basically all it is. Bro, it's been going this whole time. It was glitched on my computer. Yo, what's up, Eric? Yo, so everybody in here, Eric, he watched one of my YouTube videos that I put out a long time ago. I'm not going to say it because it's his product right now, but he, on a product that I gave out on one of my YouTube videos, he watched it, then executed on the idea. I think, how much have you made this month? Like $3K from that product, $2K or something like that, just this month from that product. So yeah, that's why you guys should watch my videos, hit that like button, subscribe, share them with your friend. Oh yeah, 4.3K this month. So he made 4.3K with probably like the margins are higher, right? Like at least like 60%. So that's like what? Is Jay Leo your business partner? Yeah, me and Jay are working on something right now. Where do you find a sourcing agent? DM me on Instagram and I'll get you connected with my friend who's has the best sourcing agency in the e-commerce industry right now. So yeah, if you're doing products or want to find a product, then hit me up, because I could get you cheaper prices and stuff like that. I'll get you connected with my friend who owns a sourcing agency. I'm one of his students. That's what's up. No, like Jay's probably like, if anybody could be like, because Jay's like my best friend, but he's also like a mentor to me too. Like he's big on like personal health. For example, he's a Tony Robbins Platinum member, so he's big on like self-development. So he kind of like helped me when I first met him. My like mindset was like pretty fucked up, and he kind of like helped me change into like a better person, I guess, and kind of fix my mindset. He's like he's a really good person. Let's see. I'm at the closed parking lot. I wish I could show everybody. Bro, no, like I thought the people at Menifee were bad at driving. The people down here in San Diego are way worse. Like legit. The other day, Friday night, I went to go get food from like I forgot where it was. But I went to go get food. I was in the parking structure, and I saw this girl like try to repark about like it was at least 5 times, and she didn't improve at all in the whole 5 times. Yeah, I think he's talking. I think I'm supposed to be coming into like if I can remember right. I think he has like a group of people that he's teaching, and he wants me to like teach them Facebook ads or something like that. Do you know any sites for U.S. supplier or higher tier stuff? Depending on what you want, DM me, and then I'll just get you hooked up with my friend. And depending on what you want, or just whatever since I'm in touch with you, just send me whatever you want, and then I'll see what I can get it for. And it's faster shipping times, like 5 to 10 days, I think, or 5 to 12, 7 to 15, something like that. It's faster shipping times. All right, I'm about to wrap this up soon. So if anybody has any like last questions, just drop them real quick. I'll probably do like three more questions or something like that. 3 more minutes. DM me, yeah. So like DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. DM me on Instagram, and I'll try my best to get it answered. I don't really like going on my phone like too much on Instagram and stuff like that, so I'll probably lag, but I'll try my best to get it answered. Is a $10 CPA good on a $20 product? Well, it depends. Is that $20 product like? Are you getting it for $1, $2? Because if you're getting it for like $1 or $2, then obviously you're profiting about like $8 per purchase while gathering data while you already gathered that customer. So that's pretty good. It just depends. You have to be more specific on how much your product cost is, because if your product cost is $10, then and you're paying $10 for a cost per purchase, you're basically like you're just breaking even, which isn't a bad thing because you're getting that data. But that's when you probably want to throw some upsells in and stuff like that to get your average order volume up. But it just depends on how much your product cost is. Because if let's say your product cost is $2, then you're making $8 profit per order. And as long as you're profiting, that's all that matters. So yeah, it's good. Can you teach me Facebook ads? I'll probably do some like YouTube videos on Facebook ads later on. It's just I want to focus on this channel. I'm probably gonna focus on like more like Twitter or like cheaper stuff. But I'll probably start hopping into Facebook ads soon. But basically, I'm gonna wrap this up right now. So if you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one up. But yeah, if you guys learned anything new, just drop a like on this video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna Google ads. No, I'm probably. If you want to go Google ads, I'll type in his name. This is my friend. Learn Google ads from this dude, the name that I just typed in, because he's a god at it. All right, but I'm gonna hop off right now. So I hope you guys learned something new, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream.